trauma, spelled T-R-A.
All feelings we experience in times of trauma.
Slamming trauma to the head doesn't tell me anything.
I'm sorry, that's all it
So
says.
he deserved to see a forensic expert to deal with the trauma.
Some pigskin piece of shit puts a load of buckshot into your trauma plate.
Yourself from past trauma. Take command of your life.
Could be from trauma.
We autopsied a few, and they died of
Try it on again, or you go through some big trauma.
Major trauma to chest. Been in surgery all day.
All right, he needs to go into surgery right now. Can I take him to trauma 1?
Stems from trauma.
From what?
Trauma, spelled T-R-A-U-M-A. It means shock. There's nothing unusual about it.
This anxiousness to hurt yourself. All feelings we experience in times of trauma. Like losing someone we love.
Mrs. Starks, apparently they used the hospital medical examiner at the
Trauma
time.
to the head doesn't tell me anything.
I'm sorry, that's all it says.
I mean, weren't there doctors? I mean, what about Dr. Becker or
To Houston was because he'd been through trauma. So he deserved to see a forensic expert to deal with the trauma.
With no visible signs of trauma, no extenuating symptoms, I'm not about to...
All fucking day long. And let's review, kids. Some pigskin piece of shit puts a load of buckshot into your trauma plate. Shit had foot bails. Jacoby pursues.
The Czech national apparently has a history of physical and emotional trauma heaped upon him by an alcoholic father.
Free yourself, man. Free yourself from past trauma. Take command of your life, sir.
Do you care for some food processing?
I think you're having partial seizures. It could be from trauma. Could be the result of a serious blow to the head. Has anything...
Prints and dental charts.
Not enough hands, not enough heads. We autopsied a few, and they died of trauma, dismemberment, burns, the usual. We gotta get some...
Trauma Charlie, please.
Oh, I think the racetrack telephoned ahead that I was coming. Hunt.
Pushing yourself all out of shape. You try it on again, or you go through some big trauma, you could relapse, my friend.
Cindy, don't...
Yeah. No, wait, he took a bullet right here. No, major trauma to chest. Been in surgery all day. Guy was a cop. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, he needs to go into surgery right now. Can I take him to trauma 1?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What do we got?
He killed Anthony Little Tony Bazzano. Forensics list cause of death is blunt force trauma. Your boy kicked him in the head. Once.
And something terrible happened to him. Some horrible trauma. I gotta get to him before that date.
Mom, what's happening?
Unbelievable. Nothing.
I won't be able to afford the medication for.
Well, tests have shown that children under moderate trauma have a tendency to apply themselves academically.
No.
All right, I want you to get a trauma surgeon down here and a vascular surgeon. I think she cut both arteries. Also, I can...
How can you just wake up one day and have that?
Well, you can't. But you described blunt trauma to the head, disturbing hallucinations. Your hearing...
Brain goes into shock. It locks the trauma in the same place you process emotions, which isn't where memories are meant to live.
I woke up shouting in the middle of the night. Jeffrey thinks it's the thing in the desert. The trauma.
I can still taste you.
I'm not married.
Professor Langdon, you're suffering from a head trauma and appear to have mild retrograde amnesia.
How do you kill them?
Severing the top of the spinal column or massive trauma to the brain are the most effective methods.
Who happens to fund us at a time of severe cutbacks. It's about helping this little girl who suffered such severe trauma she can't even speak anymore and will live an unbearably bleak life if we don't connect.
People don't just stop talking. These things are always the result of some sort of trauma. Something must have happened to her.
Drama's over, folks. You got your power back. And use your TVs.
So that when things go wrong, traumas converge. At Mrs.
I don't know how I got here.
There are no rules with severe trauma of this kind. Memories get lost or fractured. Most of them return.
Tell Portland to have a trauma team ready.
Let's go, Coma. Why do you need a trauma team?
One female 18's critical en route to Portland now.
Cause of death, most likely the gunshot wound to the back of the head, not the trauma from the beating she took.
All right, what else?
Her and her friends will...
His mouth on his penis.
What about Caitlin?
Shock trauma. She's gonna need years of therapy after this. My question is, how did she come...
Story's legend. Do you think it was the trauma of your past that made you so keen to enter such a dangerous tournament?
Trauma, possibly caused by shrapnel.
It's too even to be shrapnel trauma.
Posterior charring gives off a strong...
It's a recurrence of a dissociative condition as a result of the trauma caused by the rape of his daughter. Now, since Mr. Haley was unaware of
The gloomy Gus in the corner over there, that's,
TJ. Trauma.
all right.
I didn't make it, Greg. We tried everything. The trauma was just too much.
Baby.
Possible causal relationship between self-medication and early head trauma, leading to narcotics abuse and overdose.
Have a seat. Trauma Chief. I'm Chief O'Brien. I'll be your corpsman today, okay?
Afraid that you're having a paranoid episode triggered by acute neurochemical trauma, or that you're really an invincible secret agent.
He had blunt force trauma. He got hit in the head.
They went in the sphere one by one, and they became